Alright, what I'm working on here is an earthquake. Just the Harbor Freight 1-inch impact. The issue that I'm having with it is that it sat pretty much all winter unused. Went to change a tire and it won't even turn. It just blows air right through the exhaust and it's not doing a dang thing. So I figured rather than just toss it away, we'll break it open and take a look at it, see if there's something simple that can be done and go from there. Okay, as I pop this open, you'll notice how clean it is. That's because I've already had this open. Then I decided to do the video. So you'll notice everything's pretty clean in here. When I first opened it, before I cleaned it up in the parts washer, it was absolutely a mess. It had oil, grease, dirt, grime just packed in it. So that's why it's so clean. Yours definitely will not be this clean. Okay, as I separate these two housings, this red part right here, that's actually the motor. So that has a rotor in it. That has a cylinder in it. That's basically what drives the entire impact. Now this part right here is the hammering mechanism, and the main shaft that comes out of that is called the anvil. So that case, you can see it was just absolutely packed with just crap. So you can see it's pretty clean now. This is the hammering cage, or hammer cage. So we'll go ahead and pull that anvil out, is what that's called. The main shaft there. And then inside there, we'll take off this top cap and show you the few pieces in there. There's really no way to get this screwed up. I mean, those pretty much only go in one way, so it's not difficult. That's the hammer right there. Then inside, at the very bottom of that cage, is the cam. So that's the cam or cam bushing. Alright, taking a look at this, that's the rotor right there. And that is the cylinder. Rotor in my right hand, cylinder in my left hand. So you can see, see if we can get a little better look at this, but yeah, it's just rusty, grimy in there. Even after I cleaned it up, it's just was nasty. So these little things are like a little composite, like a little fiberglass type of thing, and those are called the vanes. And only about 3 of these came out with a little pry tool. The other 3 had to take this hammer and punch and knock them out. So this is definitely the problem. Those vanes were so seized in there, it was just ridiculous, and they should just slide in and out. They should just float, basically, in that rotor. So this is definitely our problem. So we're just going to clean them up and put it all back together. Hopefully it works. Right here I just have some 400 grit sandpaper. I just took each of those vanes and just kind of put it on a flat surface and just kind of sanded them up. I wouldn't use any power tools on this. You want to keep them nice and flat. Definitely don't want to get any grooves in them. Okay, I just got this cylinder hone at O'Reilly Auto Parts and been kind of working it with a little WD-40 in there and trying to get all that rust and grime out of there, just so those veins can slide on the cylinder smoothly. Okay, we got this rotor and all the veins put back in it. I did just put just a little lithium grease on each one of those veins. Just kind of hold them in place as I'm assembling everything. But yeah, they're all floating like they should. We'll put it all back together and hopefully it all pans out and we can get this gun working again. Okay, now we got the main motor put back together. Let's look at this hammering mechanism. So that's the cage, that's a hammer cage. We're going to go ahead and drop the cam in there. It drops all the way in the bottom. Like I said, there's pretty much only one way all that stuff can go. I just use this really lightweight lithium grease to assemble everything. See that little groove right there? It has to line up with that hole. And then we're going to go ahead and take the hammer, which is that, and you can put that in backward, but just pay attention. It has to, the part with the groove in it has to line up. So right there I put it in backward, realized it, flip it over, put that in the proper way. You won't be able to put the top cap on if you put it in upside down, so it's not a huge issue. But just lube all this stuff up and it should go together just fine. So there's the anvil, slide that together, and then we'll go ahead and put this top cap in. Now that we got that all together, the only thing left to do is go ahead and put this housing over top of that cage, and that's pretty much ready to assemble with the motor. Okay, during disassembly you didn't see this gasket, but yeah, that was just the original gasket. It came apart in one piece, so we're just going to reuse it. Slap it back on there and give it a whirl. Hey, imagine that. It worked. Um, Listen, if you got one of these guns and it's not performing very well, tear it apart. Take a look at it. More than likely, it's one of those vanes that have one or more of those vanes have just seized in that rotor. I mean, that's obviously what was going on with this one, and it performs just like it was new. Here's both of my guns side by side. I mean, the blue one's a big high dollar Chicago pneumatic. It definitely has uh, more torque, more punch than the little earthquake, but honestly, I use that little earthquake probably 80% of the time. It's probably a third lighter, and it's just a lot more versatile. So, if you guys liked the video, give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment below. Tell me why you didn't like it so I can improve my future videos. Thanks.